fastest middle blocker on the floor. But look at the hug of Obay. Mamulaptan. Open on the other end. Deflected. Ramirez with the fake. Good setup. Good setup by Nico. This fifth set has been very good for Kevin Liberato, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a good one for Nico Ramirez. You do you, PJ. You do you, Mr. Rocky Roy Potol.
The middle's getting involved, so that's a good start by Magulaptan, trying to give them their confidence back.
PGJC Navy. Oh, good defense.
Good dig. Here comes Marcelino. Good entry.
Take a look at this. Now, so far, talaga na-check na nitong NU ang top scorer ng Navy na si Marcelino.
Ben Joseph.
Solid block. That's what Espejo and Ziga.
Take us through this, Ivy. Watch this.
Ooh. Solid block. But that was Espejo.
Walang pupuntahan. May nagtago ng susi. Escudado's rejected, but that doesn't stop him. Watch this.
1-on-1.
Big clearance to London.
Great defense by Navy. They're trying again. The attacks are getting louder. But Christian Marcelino. You gotta take a look at that sequence one more time. Pato gives it to Marcelino, soaring high from the back row.
Mandal's shot being played around. Free ball. Rotter. Mandal!
Yeah, look at the reaction of his teammates. They were just like, woo! Perfect set.
Navy will try to score here, but Dolor was checked. Jairami backs Villanueva. Botol with the effort. Wow! Longest rally so far. And Buddy scrambling. VNF keeping it alive. And finally, it ends.
Bodies all over the floor.
That is just excellent defense. Crazy persistence on the part of VNS. But Navy finally, pinahirapan sila but they were able to get that point.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Second referee, Mr. Lumer Pajarillo. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our AMC Province of Cotabato Spikers. Let's begin with their team captain. He wears jersey number 7, JV Sumagaysay. At number 2, Manuel Andre Medina. Wearing jersey number 5, Vince Mangolabnan. At number 6, Rex Emmanuel Intal. Number 8, Stephen Charles Rotter. And at number 11, Joshua Umandal. Starting libero is number 18, Jelix J. Mendiola. Head coach, Mr. Arthur Oji Mamon. Presenting our Iloilo Navigators. At jersey number 2, Dean Neil De Pedro. Wearing jersey number 3, Renz Angelo Engay. Number 6, John Michael Apolinario. Number 13, Mafena Guaza. Number 14, Rash Nursidik. And number 21, Jade Alex Desquitado. Starting libero is number 9, John Mark Espanso. Head coach, Mr. John Kenneth Panes.
You got the Navigators Iloilo on your screens. But before we get to their starters, we have Cotabato Spikers right here. All right, our first serve is about to happen. We got Wewe Medina on the service line for the Cotabato squad here. We are again live here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum here in Manila. A lot of historical events. I remember I watched the SEA Games here when I was in high school.
That's right.
Got Guaza on that first attack.
That was a first quick attack for the squad. You have to give credit to their good first ball. So every time they have a good first ball, itong si JM Apolinario really activating his middle blockers. Kaya naman nako-confuse early ang kanilang mga blockers, yung opponents.
Steven Roder there, dug up by De Pedro. They go opposite, but there was a net infraction by Renz Angelo Engay.
Yeah, clearly na center line fault siya doon. Yung kanyang direction sa kanyang attack on the opposite, medyo masyadong pa-forward. Yung break foot niya, hindi niya masyadong na-apply on that spike.
Dug up there by Medina. Umandal was not ready for that quick second ball there. Point goes to the Navigators.
I think he was already preparing for the approach on the open. Now let's take a look at this. What happened in that sequence? Medyo mabilis yung first ball na yon. Kaya naman hindi na din nahabol ng setter ng Cotabato.
That's Jade Desquitado with a jump serve, but went straight to the net. Free point for Cotabato. We got 2-all here early in the first set. Again, this is day 1 of the Spiker Surf 2023 Open Conference. You got the newer addition here, Steven Roder with that jump serve. Dug up perfectly by Iloilo. Guaza on that quick attack, but the first referee says there was a net infraction.
I think there was a net touch called on Guaza. Medyo may gigil siya doon on the quick attack.
You got Coach John Kenneth Panes on your screens, looking on from the sidelines. 3-2 for Cotabato.
That was inside. It clipped the line. Oh, but the first referee said that was outside, but the linesman saw na inside siya. But kinorek yun ang ating first referee.
3-all, tabla, early on the first set. You got Fena Guaza here on the service line. Jump serve, good pass. Mangolabnan goes to Rotor, dug up by Disquitado. Apolinario goes to De Pedro, but it was too close to the net. Another net infraction here.
That set from JM Apolinario was too close to the net. Kaya naman nahirapan na mag-adjust doon si De Pedro. Now take a look at this.
Clearly, with the help of the net camera as well. Jao Mandal for the serve. Ooh, missed contact right there.
That was back-to-back service errors from the side of Cotabato. 2 free points given to Iloilo.
We got Coach Oji Mamon and Coach Benj Mape there on your screens. Mangolabnan goes to Rex Sintal with that running attack. Nobody on the side of the Navigators to answer for that.
Yung nakita mo yung pasok nito ni Rex Sintal. Take a look at this. Talagang gigil siya. Ng ganda ng pasok niya. Nauna siya tumalon.
Correct.
Nauna siya tumalon bago siya iset ni Sumagaysay.
Very good connection there between Mangolabnan and his spikers, rather. Here you go, Wewe Medina denied right there by Nur Siddiq. Good timing as well. Look at that.
Ang taas ng reach na yon sa block. That was Rash Nur Siddiq.
Sarado ang bangko today, guys. Okay, Mangolabnan goes back to Rotor. Easy over. Does not cross the net.
Actually, medyo mistimed yon ni Steven Roder. Hindi niya ina-expect na si set sa kanya ni Mangolabnan in the back row.
You got Neil De Pedro there. Ooh.
That was the first service error from the Navigators Iloilo. So, isahan lang tayo on this set. So, I think both squads are really testing their opponents kung anong klaseng laro yung papakita nila. But this game is important, especially that this is only a single round robin semifinal. So, all games are a must-win for the squad if they want to make it to the finals.
Ooh. Nice coverage there by Mangolabnan. Rotor denied once again by Rash Dursidik. Good read, good timing. Perfect block.
That's right. And actually, yung reach ni Nursidik on the block, ang taas eh. Kaya if you're the spiker, wag mo talagang papaunahin si Nursidik on top dahil mahihirapan ka nang maiwasan yung blocks niya.
And good hustle on the side of Iloilo. And speaking of, it bears fruit, a service ace that sends us to the first technical timeout.
Welcome back to the semifinals, day 1, game 2 of Spikers Turf Open Conference 2023. Now, something very unique and interesting about the D-Navigator system, according to head coach John Panes, is that they actually don't have a fixed system. They always base off their plays and their system on whoever their opponent may be. This makes the players be exposed to different types of attacks, blocks, and movements, and keeps things exciting for the team. Back to you, Zian Baneng.
We've seen a lot of changes in the lineup, in the rotations for actually just about every team here in the Spikers Turf Conference. And again, it's the semi-final round, so wala, all out itong mga teams natin dito.
Especially must-win situation for all squads if they want to make it to the finals. Because only two teams, the top 2 teams in the semi-finals will make it to the finals, and the bottom 2 will battle it for bronze.
That was a successful attack Brought to you by Jade Desquitado. Apolinario with that service error once again. So far, parang tumitimpla pa tong mga teams natin dito ngayon.
Right, and that's a second service error from the Navigators Iloilo. So especially sa mga ganitong kadikit na scores, you have to take care of your service dahil parang iisipin, ikaw, kalaban mo na lang yung sarili mo whenever you're in the service area and you have
Correct.
8 seconds para mapwesto na maayos and makatarget na maayos sa opponent.
That was Guaza already acknowledging that there was a net infraction on the side of Cotabato.
Yeah, I think it was Steven Roeder was called their net touch violation coming from that replay. Nakita natin, he clipped the top of net.
Desquitado, just at the tip of the net.
That was back-to-back service errors for the Navigators Iloilo. Kanina lamang sila ng 3 points and now isa na lang yung puntos na kailangan ng Cotabato para makatay sa score nitong Iloilo.
Palitan ng service errors here. So far, the score is not that far yet. We got 9 AMC and 11 for the Navigators. We got Guaza this time on the service line, hoping hindi siya back-to-back-to-back error so far.
And that was a good serve.
Mangolabnan goes back row. Yes, Steven Roeder successful at that.
It's good back row attack by Steven Roeder. Kanina medyo tinetest lang niya yung blockers niya or medyo iniingatan yung kanyang palo, but this time that was a good down the line attack. Iniwasan niya yung block ni De Pedro and ni Nursidic.
Fun fact about Steven Roeder. I actually met him, 5 years ago in Long Beach, California. Medyo baby boy pa siya noon. Playing indoor for the Long Beach LBCC. And now it's great to see him, coming out here in Manila in the Philippines, tapping in his roots and eventually preparing for the Southeast Asian Games this May.
Yes, kasama siya sa ating lineup ng national team who will be playing in the Southeast Asian Games.
Rex Hinta with that first ball. Mangolabnan pushes it to Medina. Rose shots it. De Pedro gets denied. Desquitado was there. Apolinario to Desquitado. This time back row.
Maybe that was outside.
He knows there was a check. Okay, there you go. Officially, there was a challenge by our coaches of Iloilo for a block touch.
Yeah, because yung palo na yun ni Jade Desquitado was actually outside, but Jade himself told the coaches that there was a block touch.
Yes.
Kaya naman ito nagamit ng Iloilo kanilang first challenge for this set. Yeah, the first referee here is having a chat with JM Apolinario because the first referee actually saw that there was indeed a block touch and he awarded the point to their squad. But
So
hindi
no
yun
need.
Hindi yun napansin ng coaches ng The Navigators Iloilo. Kaya naman nag-challenge sila. But ngayon, binawi na dahil yung first referee na mismo nagsabi na yes, there was block touch.
Good pass there, Mangolabnan. Gusto Medina once again gets touched. Adao was there. Apolinario to De Pedro, cross court. Nobody home for Cotabato.
That was De Pedro and the open attack. Actually spiking the ball over his blockers. Ang taas ng daan ng bola niya yun. And sakto naman dun sa dulo na zone 5 ng Cotabato defense.
And Guy for that serve. Mendiola for that perfect pass. Roeder back row. Check ball from De Pedro. Another point for your Cotabato squad. We got 11 serving 4. 14 rather.
That's right. And Steven Roeder again from the back row. Actually using the hands of De Pedro on the block. Easy point there from Roeder.
De Pedro. Ooh, Nursidic again over his blockers. Good connection with Apolinario at that.
Medyo nakakadami na to si Nursidik from blockings and attacks for this set. So, good
Double
game.
block pa.
Right. And good game. Good start here by Nursidik.
Mandal with that pass. Back row. To Mandal once again. There's Desquitado.
What an angle from Jade Desquitado. That was,
Sheesh.
ang nipis ng palo niya, the cross court. But knowing Jade Desquitado, if you only leave one blocker in front of him, talaga naman papaluin niya yan na malakas. And iiwas pa niya doon sa down-the-line blocker. What an open attack by Jade.
I mean, look at that elevation. Let's listen in.
Atake mo walang power. Parang nag-ano lang sa service, nag-spike receive lang kayo. Tumalon ka, paluin mo mabilis. Ha? Oh. Ang ano natin dito yung pasa. It's either C-pass or pasa nandun sa kaliwang antena. Nagtataka ako, inaatake natin yung malalaking blocker dito, samantalang merong ano dun. Hindi natin ma-exploit yung atake dun sa kaliwang side.
Ako yun. Ano na tayo, relax lang. Balik lang tayo. Pasa lang tayo. 5 lang yan.
Okay.
Hey, AMC!
Activate early start
Alright. That was the end of our second technical timeout. The Navigators Iloilo ahead here. 16-11. 5 putos ang kalamangan. So far, these boys in blue have already found their groove.
Yes, and they were able to force the Cotabato squad to commit errors. Kaya narinig natin kanina sinabi ni Coach Oji Mamon na their attacks are usually on the right side. Hindi nila masyadong na-activate yung open attackers and even the middle blockers, middle attackers from the Cotabato squad.
Look at that rally. Nursidik was already off timing, out of place as well, but nakapuntos pa rin. Medina.
That was outside. No block touch called on that open attack by Medina.
Overcooking that last hit, and with that 2 straight points after a technical timeout, Coach Oji will call his own timeout.
Zone 3 na si Wewe. Kailangan na magpalit ngayon. 4?
Dito.
Dito ka na. Sa 6, sa 3, sa 2. Okay.
Okay lang.
Isang ataking kailangan ko dito. Kaya mo? Pinapon mo eh. Gawang paraan. Tumataas yung sets mo. Walang shoot. Sige.
AMC!
Boy, bago mag-20, tatabla natin yan, ha?
Guys, tara, nakakapasok.
Good reminders there from head coach Oji Mamon, trying to challenge his men on the floor to catch up. So far ngayon, 7 ang kalamangan ng Navigators Iloilo. We got De Pedro on the service line and another substitution going on. Got Lloyd Josafat subbing in for Wewe Medina. Mandal with that pass. JV sumagaysay around Nursidik this time.
That was a good first ball from the from the Cotabato squad. Kaya naman ang ganda ng set na yun ng Mangulabnan in the middle.
Speaking of Mangulabnan, we got him to serve here. Perfect pass. Apolinario goes to the middle. Nursidik with that soft touch. A little miscue there on the side of Cotabato.
That was a good adjustment by Nursidik. If you take a look at this, medyo ang taas ng set na yun ni JM Apolinario, but nagawan yun na paraan ni Nursidik, only dropping the ball behind the blockers of Cotabato.
Mangulabnan goes to Roder on the right side, on the left side rather. Ball still alive. Mangulabnan once again to Steven. No! A little short there. Trying to go for a variation.
That was actually a good intention by Roder. Malayo yung depensa ng Iloilo. If he drops that ball behind his blockers, mahihirapan ng depensa nitong Iloilo squad. But that was just too short for him.
Nursidik with that serve. Mangulabnan goes to Mandal, or Josafat rather, who gets the point. breaking the momentum of the Navigators Iloilo here in the first set.
That was the first point by Josafat from the opposite. And now he's in the service area for the Cotabato squad.
Good serve there. Polinario goes to Guaza. Picked up there by Cotabato. Roeder on the right side and gets the point.
So far, nakakakuha ng puntos dito si Steven Roeder down the line using the hands of his blockers. Kanina, pag iniwanan mo ng bukas yung down the line dito ni Roeder, dun niya ididiin yung palo niya. But pag may nakita siyang blocker doon, ginagamit naman niya yung kamay ng blocker siya for easy point.
I mean, again, you gotta stick with your strengths, and so far, Roeder's strength is going down the line. Pero sumagot itong the Navigators Iloilo, Jade Disquitado, again going for that corner shot. Nobody home for Cotabato.
Jade Disquitado, the #1 best scorer of the conference so far.
And he's a young one as well. Jungle ball here, Josafat, yes! From the back row.
Josafat already scoring 2 points for their squad. This was coming up from a broken play. That was a good up by Steven Roeder in the back row kay Josafat. And a good target on the attack there.
Cotabato gaining momentum here. But again, Jade Disquitado showing them how it's done and why he's the leading scorer here at the conference.
Yeah, that's right. And then take a look at this. After Rex Intal was late for that cross-court block, kaya naman nakita yun ni Jay Disquitado. Doon na niya pinadaan yung palo niya kay Rex Intal.
Disquitado for that serve. Good serve. Roeder, jungle ball, nobody. Free ball for Iloilo. Polinario goes to Guaza. Just muscling through Roeder that time.
Sabi, if you saw the direction of the attack of Guaza, hindi niya pinalo ng diretso eh. Palabas yung palo niya because he knows Steven Roeder was there using the hands of Roeder for that point for their squad.
Right, another timeout from Cotabato. Let's listen in.
Your height advantage is we don't max it. We don't use it because you wait for the hit. It's okay now to grab the ball across the net. He already released it so you can grab it already. Okay? Don't wait for the hit. Tapos kayo, hindi nyo sinasara nyo lagi line. Eh, ang palo nila, puro cross. Yung mga pivot blocker, sarado nyo yung 6. Yung gilid, sara ng cross.
Tara guys!
Little reminder there from Coach Oji. I mean, if you really look at these two teams side by side, mas matatangkad tong Cotabato as compared to the Navigators Iloilo, and they're a little bit more experienced as well as compared to these men in blue. So, you know, isipin mo baka mas lamang nga tong Cotabato, and as with the fact that they're gonna be the ones representing the Philippines in the upcoming SEA Games. So Coach Oji is now wondering how come they're not able to maximize their strengths.
Yeah, especially like coming from that timeout, Coach Oji Mamon also mentioned their blocking. If you look at their numbers, they're actually the top team in the blocking department. But coming into this game, hindi natin nakikita na nagagamit nila yung strength na yon because the attackers of the Navigators Iloilo are outsmarting the blockers of Cotabato. So far, wala pa silang kill blocks for this set.
Siguro may konting gigil din because they already know that they're the leading squad in terms of that blocking department. But body language-wise, you can already tell that they're a little bit frustrated here as Silang and Gampong gets subbed in, a double substitution for these men in gray. Trying to move things around, let Roeder and Mangolabnan to see things from a different perspective here. We got 24 serving 17 here in the first set. Mukhang bumabawi itong Iloilo from their elimination round meeting, which happened just last Sunday.
Yeah, kung saan nanalo yung Cotabato during that game. That was a 4-setter game. Cotabato won by 3 sets. 2-1 ng The Navigators Iloilo. But if you look at the body language of Cotabato, parang ang tahimik nila and medyo hindi sila nagko-communicate na maayos coming into this first set.
Ooh, good decision making there by Josafat. Good substitution for him. You know, he's ready nung pumasok siya, making a couple of points right away. Good block there, good coverage, and with a kill as well. Siya nag-set nun para sa sarili niya, no?
Ano?
Siya ba yun? Block, set, and then spike?
I think that na-touch niya from the block.
Yeah. Ooh, but that service error by their Jao Umandal ends his first set, 25-19 in favor of the Navigators Iloilo. We'll be back. We are back here at Spikers Turf 2023 Open Conference, day 1 of the semi-final round. You got Cotabato versus the Navigators Iloilo. And these men in blue just wrapped up set number 1 with 25-19.
That was a good first set by the Navigators Iloilo. Actually, in the start ng set, both teams are testing one another who will play better itong start na to, but not until Nur Siddiq actually for the side of the Navigators Iloilo scored a lot of back-to-back kill blocks and even quick attacks. And yung service area, sa service area actually, madaming service errors tayo na nakita. Iloilo had 6 service errors while Cotabato had 5. But nonetheless, the joint effort and the teamwork of the Navigators Iloilo worked well against Cotabato in that first set. And now we're looking at the numbers. The Navigators Iloilo dominated that first set in the attack department with 13 versus 8 ng Cotabato. And they were able to have 2 kill blocks and 1 service ace for the first set. And pareho lang sila ng errors for that first set. But yun nga lang, yung mga scorers ng Cotabato squad, it was actually Roller who got 3 points, but he had a lot of errors naman. Kaya parang hindi mo rin mapapansin na he was the top scorer for their squad. But sa Iloilo, well-distributed yung scorings ng kanilang squad led by Desquitado and Nur Siddiq. Both had 5 points apiece. And Guaza and De Pedro, even Egay, all of their squad actually contributed to that scoring department. So that was a good start by the Navigators Iloilo. Now we'll see if they will be able to sustain their momentum and not let the Cotabato squad na makabawi. Okay. So, we'll see if malesen din nila yung kanilang service errors dahil madami yun for one set alone.
That's right. None of the usual guys, the usual suspects of the Cotabato squad right here have been making efficient points. Si Josafat pa nga ang highest producing athlete here for the AMC Cotabato who got subbed in halfway through the first set.
And now he scored the first point for their squad coming into this second set. So Josafat really wants to win to get this first win for their squad. So hopefully na may ibang support ng kanilang squad.
Ooh, good block there. Oh, but first referee saw that someone touched the net.
I think it was called on Guaza.
You got JV Sumagaysay, captain for Team Cotabato, while Disquitado so far leading scorer of this match and the conference so far. Apolinario goes to Disquitado on cue and gets that point.
Of course, if JM Apolinario needs someone to score for the squad, Jay Disquitado is always ready. Mapa front row man yan or back row, Jay Disquitado is one of their go-to players. So far, he has the hot hands for their squad.
Right. At sabi nga nila kanina, Panay, pag natalo sila, kailangan niyang ahitin yung bigote niya. Kaya ata, so far, kailangan niya ibigay yung lahat niya dito sa larong to.
Oo, kung ayaw niya, wala ang kanyang mustache.
Kanyang very iconic stash. Sumagaysay with that serve. Disquitado was there for the perfect pass. Back set to Engay, but was dug up there. Umandal. Ooh, a little too tight of that out-of-system set. Umandal hitting the antenna on his way down there. Free point once again for the Navigators. And then Guaza there for the serve. Jump serve. Ooh. A little too strong on that one.
That was back-to-back service errors for the Navigators Iloilo. Early service error for this set.
Mads Gampong, jump serve, it's good. De Pedro was there. Apolinario gives it back to De Pedro, who puts it away. Receive mo, palo mo.
That's right. And that was actually a good first ball by De Pedro. He was one of the good receivers for their squad. Kaya nga, di ba, pag tayo mga open attackers, tayo yung usually na receive, but pwesto kagad sa atake ang kailangan. And nakita naman natin yung nagawa ni De Pedro.
Disquitado with that good defense. De Pedro once again. Was checked, but nobody was there to cover that first ball.
Actually, that was a good check by Silang and Rex Intal. But they were looking at who will get the first ball. Saan manggagaling yung first ball? Kaya naman, masyadong malayo yung defense na yon ng squad. That was 3 consecutive service errors for the Navigators Iloilo. So it's quite obvious na they're having problems in that service area.
A little bit of a struggle there on the service department. Pero nasosolusyonan in terms of attack. Yung guy there picked up by Lorenzo. Silang to Intal. Yes. This time, consistent lead so far for the AMC Cotabato squad here. We got 6 serving 4 with Jao Mandal, their leading scorer, to serve. Jao Mandal, product of the UST program. Coach Oji Mamon, also one of his mentors back in college, who's still mentoring here for the AMC Cotabato squad. Coach Oji on your screens. A little too disappointed with that last error.
Yeah, though that was just the first service error for their squad. But good start here for the side of Cotabato, leading by 2 points. So far, mas maganda itong laro na pinapakita ng attackers ng Cotabato. Dahil kanina, halos wala tayong nakitang quick attacks. But this time, nauna na si Rex Intal. Sila activating all of his attackers.
Mads Gampong from the back row sends his teammates to the first technical timeout. You got 8-5. We'll be back.
You're still watching the Spiker Surf Open Conference 2023. Now, as we all know, Steven Roeder is still a new face to the Spiker Surf industry. And as we all know as well, he's actually one of the guys that head coach Oji Mamon talked about frustrations to. May tendency siya maging emotional and frustrated within the games. And he admitted that given that he's new, he's really out here to prove himself and show AMC that they made the right choice with him. Slowly din daw, he is getting the hang of Philippine volleyball, especially that it is his first time here, even if he is a Phil-Am, especially with the help with JV Sumagaysay and Rex Intal as well. Back to you, Zian Paneng.
Of course, when you're the newest blue chip recruit so far for your team, and it's the national team at that, a little bit of pressure are on your shoulders, and so far that pressure is getting into Steven Roeder, who's been playing so far his third game today since he got here. He said he got here March 1st, so wala pang isang buwan na nakakapag-ensayo dito with his squad. So far, trying to get his groove, his tempo, and his bearings. As mas mainit ata dito sa Manila ngayon. Papasok na tayo ng summer, so definitely a lot of adjustments on the side of Steven Roeder and his squad here. But let's get back to the game. Still on top, Cotabato, jungle ball there, free ball for Iloilo. Apolinario goes to Disquitado, gets blocked, but coverage was there. De Pedro once again out of system. Disquitado going all out, but a little too powerful behind that hit, sends it outside.
That was actually a mistime attack by Jay Disquitado. Napailalim siya dun sa bola eh. Yung talon niya hindi masyadong right on time, kaya naman outside yung palo na yon ni Disquitado.
One more.
Oh, that was a good defense though. Ooh. Oh! That was overset actually by Jao Mandal. Pinilit yan dalhin kay Josafat in the open. Kaya medyo malayo na actually si Jao for that second ball.
Slowly, the Navigators Iloilo are catching up here in the second set. Mandal.
Ooh. What a set by Silang. Actually, ang layo niya doon sa kanyang quick attacker. But if you're the blocker of Iloilo, you're kind of expecting na isa-set niya yon sa open. But he was able to set that on the quick to Sumagaysay. What a play there by Cotabato.
Disquitado once again squeezing in that ball between the two blockers of Cotabato. Let's watch that one more time. Two blockers at that.
Yeah, actually, tall blockers in front of Cotabato. That was Jao Mandal and Sumagaysay. But with the help of the net, Jay Disquitado's attack went through, he was able to squeeze it in with two tall blockers.
Silang with a nice set to Mandal. Picked up there by Iloilo. Again, jungle ball to De Pedro. Pushes it over. Silang to Matt Gampong.
Oh, good defense.
Oh, ball still alive there. Ooh, first ball setter. Nobody to set it. Mandal makes something out of nothing there for Cotabato. Again, pushing it further here in the second set. We got 13-8.
Now take a look at this open attack by Jao Mandal. Waiting for his blockers. Tsaka niya pinalo yun sa gilid lang ng braso ni Guaza. Where the defense of Iloilo was not able to get that attack. So far, good game that we're seeing here from the side of Cotabato. A comfortable lead for their squad right now. And si Silang nga ang setter ng kanilang squad, was able to activate all of his attackers. Kaya naman ito, napatawag ng timeout ang Iloilo. Let's listen in.
I-organize natin. Tingnan natin, receivean natin. Okay?
Sobrang pag-relax natin, nawawala na tayo.
Receive tayo, receive. Tapos huwag natin sayangin yung service natin. Kasi kaya
nagkaka-pressure na sa atin.
Hindi natin momentum na natin. Tapos puputulin nyo. Kayo mismo na pumuputol ng momentum natin.
Momentum. Unang option natin. Pasa.
Coach John Panis there calling the timeout for his squad. So far, medyo lumalaban itong bagong combination of players ni Coach Oji Mamon for Cotabato. Now you got Matt Gampong, Silang, Josafat, Rex Intal as well. Starting this second set, and so far things are going their way. Engay there. But there was an overreaching violation on the side of Cotabato. Rex Intal getting too eager to block that ball. 3 point for Iloilo. Guaza for the serve.
Oh, good serve.
Good serve.
That's a good serve by Guaza, targeting Jao Mandal.
Right, their body language, their energy is picking up right now here with that little cute celebration on the side of the guys in blue here. Once again, Guaza for the serve. Let's see if he can make a back-to-back service ace here.
Oh, right on cue, Z. That was a back-to-back service ace by Guaza. Much needed point for their squad, and now you could see the Iloilo team actually enjoying the set right now. Kasi kanina, sila yung tahimik eh. Yung kanilang communication was not on point, but now Guaza scoring for their squad in the service area.
Ooh, nice serve once again. Mads Kampong denied by De Pedro and Nur Siddiq, and these guys in blue are just loving the energy, and they're picking up some fans here as well live at the arena cheering for them. Look at that elevation, Mads Gampong, but not enough for that double block of Iloilo. We got 12 serving 14, dalawa na lang ang hinahabol nitong Iloilo. Make that isa with another service ace here from Guaza. That's a total of 3 service aces in the last 4 sequences. Ayun na nga, napatawag si Coach Oji. Let's listen in.
Dito na kayong dalawa, maliit sa inyo, malaki kay Vince. Ang gusto mo pa rin, malaking malaki sa'yo. Half of the court, nakakagalaw ka ba? Hindi, share mo. Maliit sa'yo. Okay lang sa kanya, malaki kay Vince. Ay nga, sorry.
That timeout was not just to break the momentum of Iloilo, who's been catching up so far effectively here in the second set. They were down as much as 6 points earlier on, but ngayon, isa na lang ang kalamangan ng Cotabato. And ayun nga, sabi ni Coach Oji, give most of the space of the floor area to Vince, who just dug up that first ball, and umandal, trying to muster up all the power he got. I think it was Apolinario?
No, it
Siddiq?
was actually Engay on that single block.
Engay, you're right.
That was
Engay.
That was a good timing by Engay on the attack by Jao Mandal. So now, nakikita na natin yung problema ng Cotabato so far is their first ball. A good first ball there by Vince.
Silang once again goes to Umandal.
That was outside.
Umandal getting frustrated there, getting blocked, getting checked, tries to go for another direction, but that time it went outside.
The point was awarded to the Navigators Iloilo, but the coaching staff or the bench of Cotabato are not satisfied with that call. Kaya naman gagamitin nila ang kanilang first challenge for this set for net touch. So the referees now are checking if Engay, the blocker of Umandal in the front row, had a net touch violation. So we'll see later.
I mean, again, good assistance to making our games very entertaining and very high level is this challenge system that we have here.
Oh, there was, coming from this replay, there was no net touch. It was actually the net, the ball, yung tumama sa tape ng net, kaya naman gumalaw yon. So the point stays to the Navigators Iloilo, and Guaza still on the service area for their squad.
I think that was 8-0 run so far here for the Navigators.
Oh! That was actually about to sail outside, but Vince hesitated if he will let that go or receive the ball. Kaya naman, another service ace. That was the 4th service ace by Guaza, sending their team to second technical timeout. They're up by 2 points.
Here is Enfena Guaza with his 4th service ace out of the, last 6 sequences, no? He just got that confidence from the service line and with the crowd cheering with him and for him. Ooh. But that second technical timeout seemed to little shake him out of his zone and groove, but still,
yeah, he got 4 points in that service area, and because of those, nabuhayan yung squad nila, right? Ang laki ng lamang ng Cotabato kanina, but yung momentum nag-iba na. It's now actually in the side of the Navigators Iloilo.
Oh, right there, we got back-to-back errors naman para dito sa the Navigators Iloilo. I guess a good timeout there. That changed a little bit of momentum to the side of Cotabato. You got Mads Gampong on the service line. Jump serve.
That was outside. That was a mishit serve by Gampong. Medyo may gigil siya doon at the service.
High risk, high reward there for our jump servers here because nakita na natin. I mean, if Enfena Guaza can do it, why not anybody else can do it? Mandal gets checked there, Disquitado. A little bit of uncontrolled first ball. De Pedro pushes it over. Silang tips it, but someone was there.
That was Nersidic. Good read there on the drop ball by Silang. Oh!
Good decision making there for Apolinario. Again, going to their #1 efficient hitter there, Disquitado. So far, parang 4 ang pumupuntos dito para sa the Navigators. You got
and actually, si Guaza kanina already has 7 points coming off from 2 attack, 1 block, and 4 service ace. That was Nersidic on the block in the middle. Actually, one of the top scorers, go-to person for the Navigator squad.
Coach Oji trying to figure out what he can change here, and he will ask Bautista to sub in for Jao Mandal. Again, in their last face-off last Sunday, these two squads battled it out for 4 sets with Cotabato winning. But this time, so far, mukhang things are on the side of the Navigators, who are still up by 2 points and who has already 1 set in their pockets. Pag semifinals, Paneng, anong feeling? Gaano kakaiba yung pakiramdam pag naglalaro ka na sa next level, sa semifinals, as compared to the elimination round?
Well, lalo na pag ganito ka-tight yung semifinals, a single round robin, and all games are must win. So, dapat all out ka na eh. Wag mo nang hayaan na mauna yung kalaban mo na makakuha ng momentum. But we saw naman nung second set na ang laki ng lamang ng Cotabato. But with the good teamwork nitong The Navigators Iloilo, sila pa ang nauna sa 21 for this second set. Kaya naman napatawag ng timeout dito si Coach Oji Mamon. Now let's listen in to their huddle.
Tapo natin service natin eh. Paano tayo pupuntos niyan? Hanggat buhay yung bola, may pag-asa pumuntos. Pag tinapon mo na, tapos na. Siyan, kaya pa ba? Hindi ka nakakaabot eh. Rapper.
A little bit disheartened there. You got Coach Oji Mamon on the sidelines asking Roder to sub in this time. Double substitution at that. We got Mangolabnan and Roder once again getting back in position here in the second set, tail end of the second set, as the Navigators Iloilo already up by as much as 4 points here.
Kanina sila yung naghahabol sa malaking lamang ng Cotabato, but this time sila naman ang may comfortable lead for the second set.
Oh, nice up there by Engay, but Apolinario is called for a lifting violation.
That was a good call by our first referee. Dahil late si Apolinario pumwesto for that set. Masyadong dikit sa net yung first ball. But they're still up by 3 points so far. Rex Intal in the service area for Cotabato. Was an easy ball. Good first ball by San Pedro.
Ooh, nice coverage there for Iloilo. And a good dig there by Rex Intal. But ball is still alive here. Disquitado.
A smart attack by Jade Disquitado using the hands of his blockers. An easy point for him and the squad. Now, if you take a look at this, drop ball, that was by Steven Roder, and parang tinaas na lang ni Norsidic yung bola na yun to set kay Disquitado, but he waited for his blockers. It was easy point for Jade.
Working smart and hard here was Espanso, the libero of the Navigators Iloilo, making sure nothing drops on their side of the court. Oh, but another double sub here by Cotabato. Silang and Gampong are subbing in once again for Mangolabnan and Roder.
And this is actually to maximize their front row attackers. 3 front row attackers for the side of Cotabato.
You got Silang on your screens. The setter for Cotabato starting this second set so far, doing a better job for Cotabato. Disquitado! Nobody going up for the block. And again, that's a huge thanks from Apolinario. You know, juking the blockers of Cotabato. Let's watch that one more time. Coming from that perfect pass. And again, di mo rin kasi pwedeng bitawan si Guaza.
Oo, and maganda kasi yung pasok ni Guaza in the middle.
Right. Very convincing.
Yes, coming up from that last play. Kaya naman yung blockers itong Cotabato. And also have to give credit to the JM Apolinario, who is actually the second best setter so far in this conference. Talagang fooling the blockers of the Cotabato squad.
Again, making his opportunities work.
Oh, that was good change of pace of the attack from Jade Disquitado. Kanina pa siya nagpapakuha ng malalakas na palos.
Yes.
So why not this time? Drop ball naman. Kaya naman lahat ng attackers or defense pattern nito ng Cotabato is naka-atras, waiting for his strong attack. But that was a good drop ball right in the middle of the defense.
This young player, Disquitado, who played for a different team in the last conference. It's such a good thing to see his growth so far here in the men's tournament in the Spikers Turf. We're starting out this year with the Open Conference, and so far you are watching the day one of the semifinal round that is happening here in the Rizal Memorial Coliseum in Manila. De Pedro, ooh, straight to the net. They're trying to figure out that last point that will send them to wrapping up the second set, but timeout here by Iloilo.
Okay, receive. Punta na lang. Skarte na agad. Ha? Ganda natin yung ulo lang. Pag wala. Ay, huwag tayo manggigil.
Walang gigil, pasa lang muna.
Pag pumasok sa kabila yung bola, okay, relax, balik na lang tayo sa block. Okay, huwag tayo magmadali. Block lang tayo. Pagka pasok doon ng bola, kung hindi na mapatay, block lang balik ulit. Okay, depensa na lang ulit. Okay? Tara.
Hey, Navi! Go! Unang option pasa, ha? Pasa muna. Unang option natin yan, pasa. Huwag niyo wala niya, pasa muna tayo.
Good catch up so far on the side of Cotabato. We got 2 points of cushion here for the side for the Iloilo squad. Let's see how Apolinario will maximize this rotation as they have 3 spikers in the front row. Good first ball there, Apolinario. Busoingay goes down the line, and that's it.
That was good first ball by De Pedro. Kaya naman ang ganda na set na yun ni JM Apolinario on the opposite to Engay. Now take a look at this. Good down the line attack there. Ang laki ng gap na yon and the blocking. Good teamwork. Better teamwork for the Navigators Iloilo, wrapping that second set 25-22. Now they're up by 2 sets to none.
Surprising lead at that. The Navigators Iloilo has already 2 sets in their pocket against the Cotabato squad, because in their last outing during the elimination round, it was actually Cotabato winning convincingly in 4 sets.
That's right. And that second set, actually, we thought that Cotabato had that momentum, and we thought that they were the one who were gonna close that second set, but not until Guaza was in the service area. He had 4 service aces during that second set. Kaya naman nabuhayan itong Iloilo squad. Their better teamwork, actually. They had a better teamwork nung nag-spark na si Guaza. And now we're looking at the numbers. Attack points, not much of a difference. Only 1 point advantage by Iloilo. And blocks, again, and services. 3 kill blocks in that set and 4 service aces for that second set. And now you take a look at their errors. The Navigators Iloilo actually had more, with 13 errors versus 8 lang ng Cotabato. But from those 13 errors, 7 service errors yung natali ng the Navigators Iloilo. But still, they were able to get that second set, led by their top scorers, Jay Discadado, who currently has 12 points, followed by Guaza, 7 points, Nursey Dick with 6 points. So all of the top scorers, all of the attackers here ng the Navigators Iloilo really contributing in the scoring department for their squad.
You got Jade Desquitado on your screens there. Leading his squad, as my partner just mentioned earlier. And so far, it was really Guaza's service aces that changed the picture, changed the story in that last set. Again, they're up 2-0 here. Day 1 of the semifinals of their Spiker Surf Open Conference. Guaza, almost a point there. Gampong pushes it. Ball still alive there. Good coverage. Sumagaysay backsets it to Jao Mandal. Who sends that a little too outside there, but there will be a challenge called on the side of Cotabato for asking for a ball in or out.
That was early challenge from Cotabato. That was actually the first point only for the squad, but they want to make sure dahil kahit konting tama lang yan sa line ball, that will be considered inside.
Here we go.
Oh, that was inside. Good challenge there by Cotabato. Now that's their first point for this third set.
I mean, especially starting the set is very important, especially for Cotabato, as they have yet to regain their momentum in this match. So first point para sa Cotabato. Desquitado using the hands of his opponents.
Actually, he delayed this attack, that open attack. Kita mo, tumalon na siya. Ang taas ng hang time niya, ang taas ng elevation niya. But he really waited for his blockers and using the hands of his blockers to score that point.
Sila ang gusto sumagaysay. Dug up there. Desquitado. Dug up by Medina. Silang gusto umandal. Umandal. Off speed there, but dug up by Engay. Desquitado once more. Medina was there for the coverage. Umandal. Powers through, but Ada was there. Desquitado once more. Denied. Coverage was there. Ooh, good change of pace there by Engay.
Actually, not until JM decided to set the ball kay Engay. That was actually a battle of the two open spikers for their squad. Like what we discussed during the pregame, it was Umandao and Desquitado. But that point scored by Engay, outsmarting the defense of Cotabato. Perfect drop ball there in the middle of their defense.
A little bit of a word there coming from the first referee. We got Apolinario, their main setter here for that serve. Silang Gusto Mandal. Oh, body home!
You can't do that if Jao Mandal is in the front row. Dahil nakita natin, no blockers there. Kaya naman, syempre, if you're Jao Mandal, ididiin mo na yung palo mo in the cross court. That was a good, perfect open attack by Jao Mandal.
I mean, after JV Sumagaysay sold it so well.
Yes. Nakita
mo na ang pasin.
Oo. Good set also by Silang. Dahil pinakagat niya kay Sumagaysay yung blockers.
That's right. And speaking of good set there, Mads Gampong utilizing that perfect set once again from Silang. Real cross-body shot there, getting the point. Lamang ng isa ang Cotabato. Umandal for the jump serve.
Oh, that was a good first ball.
Engay goes for cross-court, but the coverage was there. Polinario goes to Desquitado. Dug up there by Silang. Free ball. De Pedro for the first ball. And Guaza.
What a quick attack by Guaza. Actually, ang ganda ng adjustment ni JM Apolinario. If you take a look at this, bumaba pa siya at inantay niya si Guaza to go for that quick attack bago niya iset. Kaya naman na late na doon on the block si Sumagaysay.
A really, really good sign of a good setter. Even if you're already out of position, talagang option mo pa rin yung middle.
Oo. Pipilit mo pa talaga iset sa middle.
Yes. Polinario on that hustle. De Pedro pushes it to zone 1. Mandal was there.
A good check by Guaza.
Apolinario goes back row to Disquitado, but a little too high and wide on that one.
That was actually a high set in the back row by JM Apolinario to Jade Disquitado. Yung mga nakita natin previous back row attack ni Jade was actually a low set from JM. But coming from that last play, medyo mataas yun.
Apolinario goes back. Engay denied by Medina and Intal.
That was actually Medina on that block. Perfect timing on the opposite attack of Engay. Cotabato is up by 2 points. Good start by the Cotabato squad.
Mads Campong goes cross court. I mean, look at that angle.
Again, facing down the line, but attacking the ball cross court. Look at this. That was set by Jao Mandal.
Cross body shot. So far, ang forte ni Mads Campong here for your Cotabato squad, who's enjoying this 6-3 lead. De Pedro. Umandal who's there. Silang goes back to Umandal, who asked for it. Engay denied there. Apolinario with the coverage. Engay will try again, this time with a push. Campong once again.
Again. 3 consecutive attacks of Campong in the cross court. Actually,
money shot by Mads Campong there. Let's check that out one more time. Doon at doon lang lumalapag.
Oo. Na nahihirapan basahin ng mga blockers ng Iloilo ng atake ni Campong.
Good first ball there. De Pedro goes for his version of the cross court.
Right. Actually, same crossbody attack. Facing down the line, but cut shot in the cross court. And take a look at this.
De Pedro avoiding his double blockers. We got Guaza again on your service line. Let's see if Cotabato has a better answer to his jump serve. Yes. Ooh, nice play there. Going for Intal, who got denied. Medina denied by the net this time. But with the help of Norsidik and Engay behind that net. The Navigators catching up. Dalawa na lang ang kalamangan ng AMC here in set number 3. Guaza once again on the service line.
That was over ball. But good timing there by Norsidik and De Pedro. Actually, now they're discussing who will get the over ball kasi medyo muntik na silang mag-commit ng error doon.
But again, it was their point, so they'll take it. Isa na lang ang kalamangan ng Cotabato. Guaza still on the service line for that jump serve. Umandal, better pass there. Silang goes back to Mads Campong. Again, no answer for Mads Campong attack here. And that will send us to the first technical timeout.
Welcome back to the semifinals of the Spiker Serve Open Conference 2023. Now, this is exactly what head coach Oji Mamon was talking about, the domino effect. Now, he actually emphasized that he kept his goals simple, and that is to win every game through a mindset. And he didn't even tell him na hindi kailangan straight set. Sabi niya sa team niya, he just needs to see them improve in every game. Kaya extra frustrated si Coach Oji because they are falling into their emotional trap again. Pag masyadong gigil to win, the opposite happens. Back to you guys.
For you, Paneng, how much of a balance do you need between yung gigil, yung eagerness to win, tsaka yung pagiging relax pag naglalaro?
Well, ako talagang importante is yung pumasok ka sa game na with relaxed mind and relaxed body. Kasi especially na pag pinauna mong ma-pressure ka coming into a game, dun ka may hirapan mas makalaro ng maayos. So kaya naman yun na sabi ni Coach Oji Mamon coming from the report ni Ayana is okay lang kahit na hindi kayo manalo ng straight sets as long as maganda yung nilalaro nyo, maganda yung teamwork nyo, tapos every game nag-i-improve yung team. That's what he wants.
And so far, things are picking up on the side of Cotabato, and Coach Oji's men in gray are boosting up their energy, their morale here in set number 3. They're up 2 points. You got 9, serving 7. Wewe Medina on the line. Good serve. No.
Oh, that was outside. Now, only 1 point advantage here by Cotabato. Slim 1 point for this third set.
This was exactly what happened earlier in set number 2. Lamang ang Cotabato, but inunti-unti tsinaga nitong Iloilo ang pag-catch up in set number 2. But now there are a lot of errors on the side of Cotabato. 3 points given to the Navigators. But before that last point is awarded to the boys in blue, there is a challenge coming from Cotabato, asking for a block touch there before that ball sailed out.
It's actually hard to tell from our angle dahil ang taas ng daan ng palo ni Engay from the back row. But the coaches said that there was a block touch, so they used their challenge now on this third set. So we'll see if the point will stay with the Navigators Iloilo or mapupunta sa Cotabato. We'll wait for the final replay.
Here we go. You got Iloilo blockers there. No.
I don't think there was a block touch. That wasn't a successful challenge for Cotabato. Now the point stays with the blue shirts. Now we're tied at 9 for this third set. De Pedro is now getting ready for the service.
Still keeping their cool here are the Navigators Iloilo squad, slowly catching up here in set number 3. Umandal with that easy push there. Ball still alive. No.
It's a good up though by Engay. Kaya lang hindi na hinahabol ni Nersidic for the second ball.
One point cushion here for Cotabato. You got Rex Intal on your screens. Going for the serve. De Pedro with that perfect first ball. Apolinario goes to Nersidic. Catches the hands of JV Sumagaysay.
Actually, that was a low set.
Yes.
For Nersidic, but he was able to adjust mid-air using the hands of James Sumagaysay. Pinalo na lang niya palabas yung quick na yun.
Very brainy move there by Nersidic. Medina with that first ball. Silang goes to Umandal. Nobody again. Blocking for that ball.
Take a look at this open attack again by Jao Umandal. No blockers there on the cross court. Guaza was late for that cross court block. But, bawi naman doon si Guaza. Nakita na natin eh. Ang ganda ng pasok niya. Talagang gigil na gigil siya. Calling JM Apolinario for that set. Take a look at this. What a quick
Bounce
attack.
City. Apolinario for the jump serve. Sila ang gusto. Jao Umandal maximizing the shorter blocker there in Engay.
Sagutan lang sila dito ng mga strong attacks. Close third set that we're seeing right now.
Jao Umandal on the service line here. 12 serving 11.
Easy ball there.
Apolinario goes back to Engay.
That was outside. Actually, nakita natin yung gigil sa palo na yun ni Engay. Only one blocker in front of him. Pero pinilit niyang dalhin sa down the line. That attack was overcooked.
Jao Umandal still on the line. Now they're enjoying this 2-point cushion here in set number 3. You got 13 serving 11. Will the Cotabato men sustain this lead? Apolinario chases that ball. Engay puts it over. Gampong. Good check there by Cotabato. Apolinario goes to Engay once more. Easy push there. Mads. Easy push again.
Oh, what a set! Oh my goodness!
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire, sabi nga ni Coach Roger Garayem noon. I mean, look at that. Perfect execution of an attack. Kasi kanina palitan lang ng tip balls, out of system, roll shots.
Right, but you have to give credit to that fake set actually by JM Apolinario, waiting for the approach of Guaza in the middle, but setting the ball to Jay Discatado on the opposite.
Good hustle there for the Navigators. De Pedro for that hit. Umandal was there. Sumagisay. Setting Medina. Gets it denied there by Guaza. And Apolinario enjoying that point as they are now tied here in set number 3.
Every time na pumapalo ng ganong malakas yung whoever in the Navigators Iloilo squad, nabubuhayan sila eh. Kanina sila naghahabol ng 3 points, but now we're tied at 13 and the momentum is with them.
Nice serve there by Disquitado. Medina once again denied by Guaza.
Good game here that we're seeing from Guaza. It all started during the second set, yung kanyang 4 service ace, and now nagtuloy-tuloy yung ganda ng laro nito ni Guaza and the rest of the Iloilo squad. And now if you're looking at the body language of Cotabato, parang medyo down sila ngayon.
Yes, because don't look now, the Navigators Iloilo are now at the lead, but no. Once again, tabla na naman tayo dahil sa service error coming from Jay Disquitado. Pressure is on these men in gray. Cotabato trying to up the score, pull away from Team Iloilo as Engay scores that one from the right side.
It was a good attack on the opposite. Now take a look at this. Rex Intal actually late for that cross-court block, but now we're seeing a substitution from the Cotabato squad. Josafat coming in for Medina. It was actually the magic hugot for the squad of Coach OG Mamon in that second set. He scored 4 points coming off from the bench.
Guaza, a little off timing there from his jump serve throw. Ball still alive. Umandal, back row. Success. Disquitado asking for a stepping violation there, but coach says, no need. Laruin na natin to. 15 all. Mads Gampong with a jump serve.
A good first ball.
Ooh, De Pedro avoiding his blockers there, sending us to the second technical time out. You are watching the Spikers Turf 2023 Open Conference here at the very historical Rizal Memorial Coliseum in Manila. We got fans who came out here to watch. Kathy Bersola and Alfred Valbuena here enjoying the match on the men's division this time. You are watching AMC Cotabato play it out against the Navigators Iloilo. The latter being on top with 2 sets in their pocket so far. And, well, they enjoyed the lead after the technical timeout. But ngayon, tabla na naman tayo, Paneng.
Right, close set. Close third set. Talagang ayaw magpatalo nitong Cotabato squad.
Easy push there from Mandal. Apolinario picks up De Pedro.
Oh, good save.
Ball still on a rally here. Apolinario chooses Disquitado from the back row. Success!
Of course, that was Jade Disquitado from the back row. Currently the leading scorer for the Iloilo squad. And now is in the front row together with another top scorer so far for the game, Nursey Dick.
De Pedro.
Oh!
Even Toto's face was in shock and in surprise after that let serve with the help of the equipment. Magaling na swerte pa.
What a
Hindi rin niya na-enjoy yun, pero point naman eh. So, here we go. Jao Mandal answering back, but again, these guys in blue are enjoying that 1-point lead here in set number 3. Will they close it out in this set? Rex Intal for the serve. De Pedro was there for the pickup. Apolinario chooses Disquitado. Gets checked. Silang goes back row. Mads Gampong. Engay was there. Apolinario gives it to Pedro. Back row. Intal sets it to Josafat.
That was
Easy
an
push
easy
there.
ball. Oh, nice fast push by Nursey Dick. What a block. Good coverage though by Cotabato.
Oh, Mandal changes a little bit of speed there, gets the point.
Actually, binitawan yun ng blockers ng Iloilo. Take a look at that. That was high reach by Jao Mandal. Good drop ball right in the middle of Iloilo defense. Now we're tied at 18.
Tabla na naman, 18 all. Apolinario, one-handed set. Disquitado trying to chase that ball, but it just misses him and goes out. We got a substitution here. Aranyo and Cordes in for Engay and Apolinario.
This is double substitution by Coach John Panes, bringing in Cordes and Arano, now making their front row 3 spikers in front for Iloilo.
This time, Cotabato takes the lead. Intal again and still on the service line. 19-8 ang talaan ngayon. Aranyo with that set. Disquitado
That was a good decision by Cordes.
Cordes not even looking at the ball.
Hinayaan na lang na yun. Dahil taas ng lipad, napa-outside na.
You got Nursidik on your screens going for the serve. Good serve there. Safat was there. Umandal. With the change of pace, gets a point.
Actually, Guaza hesitated for that block. Kaya naman, parang dumulas na lang sa kanya yung drop ball na yon ni Jao Umandal. Sending the Cotabato squad to 20. Now they're up by 1 point.
Pedro, good first ball. Aranyo, Disquitado.
Look at Guaza dancing to that good combination play.
I hope we got that on camera.
So a good set there by Apolinario. Good approach by both Guaza and Jade Disquitado. That's why no blockers in front of Jade.
You got Engay subbing back in, and Apolinario going for the serve. Again, 3 attackers in the front row for the Navigators Iloilo. Both squads are 5 points away from closing this set. Very crucial 5 sequences. Silang goes back to Gampong, who's answered there. Out of system hit. Disquitado. Yes!
That was actually a hard angle by Jade Disquitado. Ang layo na ng set na yon ni Rick Adao. Take a look at this. Perfect timing using the hands of his blockers.
Again, you're right. Hinihintay niya yung bola. Nagpapadali siya ng konti, kaya pababa na yung blockers niya.
That's right.
Pag mahampas na niya, Umandal with a better first ball there. Umandal with a hit. Success, palitan ng puntos dito sa dulo ng set number 3, 21 all here. You're watching the semifinals here in the Spikers Turf 2023 Open Conference between these guys in grade, the AMC Cotabato team versus the Navigators Iloilo. Jao Umandal here for that serve. And guy with a good pass.
Yeah,
Disquitado. Nobody home for Jade Disquitado.
Actually, you have to give credit to that good first ball na saktong-sakto kay JM Apolinario. Now finding Disquitado. Only one blocker in front of him. JM Sumagaysay. Again, sumabay sa good approach on the quick ni Guaza.
Jade Disquitado working smart and hard here. The semi-final match, day 1 dito sa Rizal Memorial. Kung wala kayong ginagawa, guys, pumunta na kayo dito at manood. Because things are heating up here in the semi-final round as we are again at a deadlock here. 22 all.
That was actually good timing on the block by Gampong. Siya yung mas nauna siya on the block. Kaya naman hindi na nagawa ng paraan ni De Pedro yon.
Gampong pushes it short. De Pedro. Silang was there.
Look at De Pedro.
De Pedro loving the points he's getting here in set number 3. Again, going for smarter hits there. And celebrating, giving confidence to himself and his teammates, who is now 2 points away from closing this set and this match. Guaza for the serve. Let's see if he will be the playmaker here again in set number 3. But no, this time, na-jinx na natin.
Oo, ito. Because of that service error, now we're tied at 23. Super close third set that we're seeing right now. But at least both squads was actually able to lessen their service errors.
Steven Roeder on your screens. Seeing action for the first time here in set number 3 as Vince Mangolabnan is set to serve here. Full front line for the Cotabato. Engay, a little misreceived there. De Pedro. Dug up there by Umandal. Safat. A roll shot there. Espanso goes to De Pedro. Ball still alive. Apolinario with De Pedro. Still checked there by Cotabato. Mandal!
That was way outside that back row attack of Jao Mandal. Good read by the libero of Iloilo, Mark De Castillo. Letting go of that defense. And now the Navigators Iloilo is on match point.
Cheers resounding here in the Rizal Memorial Coliseum as people cheering on for Iloilo. De Pedro dug up there by Mangolobnan. Steven Roeder, too tight and gets blocked. De Pedro cartwheeling around their side of the court. Everybody enjoying this 3 straight set win. Wow, what a huge upset here, Paneng.
Actually, I'm just looking at De Pedro. He's super, his intensity is top-notch. It's super taas. And what a great teamwork by the Navigators Iloilo. Closing this match and getting their first win of the semifinals by straight sets. And take a look at that cartwheel of De Pedro. Everyone is really happy to get this win.
Congratulations to these guys in blue. It's giving a much-needed win here in the semifinal round. Again, stakes are higher as there's just one round robin here in the semifinals. We'll get back to you after this break.
You're still watching the Spikers Turf Open Conference 2023. This is the semifinals, day 1, game 2, with the Iloilo D Navigators winning their first game in just 3 sets. And of course, joining me now is the best player of the game, Mifena Guaza. Hello, Mifena. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yes. Congratulations, Mifena.
Thank you.
You guys won. This was an amazing game. Now, of course, I want to know, what head coach John told me was that you actually don't have a system. The system relies on who your opponent is. So
Yes.
I want to know, what was your strength in today's game?
You know, we already played them last week, Friday. So we just rewatched the game and, plan our game plan because of the game we lost last Friday. So, yeah, that was actually our strength because we already played them once and we were not willing to lose again.
So that was basically your practice game.
Yes.
Now, of course, Mifena, you had a spectacular performance in today's game. How are you planning to sustain that so that you can push this game or to the series into the finals?
Yeah, we want to reach the finals. So we are not going to relax because we beat AMC today. We're going to practice tomorrow and come back against Signal. So next, even stronger than AMC. So if we relax, then maybe we can lose. But yeah, we have to go again on Friday.
Yes, always gonna keep it aggressive.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, thank you so much, Mifena. Once again, Mifena Guaza of the Iloilo D Navigators, our best player of the game. Back to you, Z and Paneng.
Paneng, bakit mo siya pinili as the best player today?
Well, actually, nakita natin nung second set, he was a spark plug for their squad. Dahil ang ganda na nga nung nilalaro ng Cotabato that second set. But he was able to get all of those service aces. Kaya naman nabuhayan yung squad. And talagang all out siya na maglaro para naman mabuhat niya yung buong The Navigators Iloilo. Definitely closing this game to 3 sets. Now we're taking a look at the set 3 highlights. It was a close third set. Isahan nga lang yung lamang natin. Walang lumamang ng at least 4 points or 5 points. But ang bibilis ng mga sagot ng both squads. I think what's important was during that last part of the set where the Navigators Iloilo really grabbed onto that 1-point lead and definitely closing that set in this game. And we're taking a look at the statistics. Close lang yung attack points with 2-point advantage ng the Navigators Iloilo with 17 versus 15. Same sila pa rin na nakakuha na mas madaming block points with 4 blocks versus 2 ng Cotabato and 1 service ace for that set. Though mas madami silang errors, they had 6 errors versus 3 ng Cotabato, but during that last sequence, sila yung nakakuha ng momentum and better gameplay for that game.
That's right. I mean, all throughout this match, the Navigators have been producing more of the errors, pero binabawi nila sa scoring skills. Like, as you see on your screens, attacks, blocks, and serves, sila talagang lamang na lamang. And that wraps it up for your Wild Wednesday here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum for day 1 of the semifinals. Dahil ang day 2 ay mangyayari at magaganap ngayong Biyernes, 3 p.m. The Navigators versus Signal naman. And at 5:30, Imus ITP versus Cotabato. Babawi kaya ang Cotabato in that match or we'll see. Kaya inimbitahan namin kayo to come out and watch the games live here or just catch them on TV and live stream. Thank you for joining us today on Hump Day Wednesday. We got this is Z Herbasio and Paneng Conix Barter, and from the sidelines we got Ayana Perlas thanking you for joining us. That's it for today. We'll see you again on Friday.
Locked up to it. The dot. It becomes a set. Mark doesn't like it. Push back. Inside it goes.